Okay, this is part 3 of me trying to finish my physical TBR. I have to do this quickly because I think my dad's coming downstairs. I am currently reading Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the World. That's a mouthful. Oh, and I even said the title wrong. It's Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. That is seriously a mouthful. Oh my god. So I didn't read the synopsis before, but I read about 50 pages so far, and it's basically about, obviously, a boy named Aristotle and Dante. These two meet, and Aristotle can't swim, but Dante knows how to, and so one day Dante just walks up to Aristotle and is like, do you want me to teach you how to swim? And they develop this friendship from there. So it's basically those two developing like a really special bond. So far, that's all I know. It's very poetic feeling. I definitely thought this author was a poet, and then someone told me he actually was a poet. So thank you whoever told me that. I don't know, I'm liking it a lot more than I thought because I just started it last night, right? And I'm just like, I'll just try this book out, and if I don't like it, I'll try another book. That's normally how it goes for me. I just try reading a couple pages of one book, and then if I don't like it, I choose another one. This was actually pretty surprising because I didn't expect to like it because of like the writing style isn't complicated. It's just very, like I said, poetic feeling, and I really like how their friendship is developing so far. I think there's a romance in this book, and I think it might be between these two, but I'm not 100% sure yet, so I'll keep reading and I'll let you guys know later. And I have to turn this off because I think I hear someone coming downstairs. Okay, so tomorrow we might be in, I guess, a different setting because we're driving back to my hometown tomorrow where I grew up, so you guys might get to see my childhood bedroom tomorrow. I'm also bringing my best friend 3 new books for her to read. I've been lending her books every now and then because she's been wanting to get back into reading, and I think she has because I gave her the Renegades trilogy by Marissa Meyer and she absolutely loved it. So I'm trying to give her like 3 more books that'll give her the same feeling as Renegades. Like, it's sort of action-packed, there's a romance in it, and I don't know, it's just very interesting to read. So I'm bringing first one, Not Even Bones by Rebecca Schaeffer. She liked the different powers in Renegades, so I'm trying to also find books that have like characters with different superpowers in them. Then we have The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I'm not really sure if this one will do it for her, but I'm giving it to her because I really like the tournament aspect in this book. I thought it was like very interesting to read. And then we have Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I found Rebecca Yarros' writing to be like very readable. I'm not sure how much adult fantasy my best friend has read, so I feel like these ones are probably some of the easiest to read when it comes to adult fantasy, so that's why I'm giving her them. But anyways, update on Aristotle and Dante Discovered the Secrets of the Universe. Really need to shorten that name somehow. I'm not really sure how, but we need to. I'm on page 127, I believe. Ari and Dante just got into a car accident. They were on the road saving a bird, and then a car came around the corner and they didn't see them, and because the roads were very slippery because of the rain and hail, yeah, they kind of got into an accident there, but they're both okay. They're alive, thank god, because I thought a tragedy was about to happen. So Ari is obviously like very injured because he actually jumped in the way of the car to save Dante, and Dante and his family are about to move soon, only for a year. They're gonna come back after a year, but I have a feeling time skip might happen, maybe, I don't know. And this friendship is so cute. I feel like their bond is so special, and also I can see how this is progressing into a romance, and I really like it. It's been a while since I read like a friends to lovers romance that I've really liked. And also I found out this author was a poet. I'm pretty sure I said that before, but it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. Like, if you read this book, you get the feeling. And honestly, I feel like everyone should read this. I feel like this is so much more enjoyable than they thought it would be, and I feel like it might be one of my favorite books to come out of this year. There's also a second book. That one people say isn't as good as this one, but I kind of want to read it. I'm not sure if I'll bring it on our trip tomorrow. I'm bringing The Sunshine Court with me, so I don't know if I'll be able to read it over there, but I'm kind of hoping because I've been putting this off for a while because I don't know, I know this is gonna be good. I know I'm gonna like it, so that's why I've been putting it off for so long. But yeah, I'll continue reading this one, and I kind of want to trim my hair tonight, so I'm gonna turn this off. Okay, it's been like 2 days, sort of, 1.5. This is my bedroom. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm not really gonna show you because there's literally nothing in it ever since I moved. So I'm on like page 200 of this book. I know I'm at least 51% into it. It's still going really well. I feel like the writing style is very easy to read despite the fact that it seems so poetic, and there was no time skip. So now Ari and Dante are writing letters to each other, and Dante's definitely like the talker of the little friendship, so he writes the most letters, and then Ari writes back every now and then. But I haven't been reading too much because I went to go hang out with a friend today, and we went to hang out with another friend, so now I'm kind of tired, but I might read a bit, maybe lay down, watch some YouTube, I don't know. And yeah, I'll just update you guys again if I get any further into this book. I'm not really sure how much further, but I'll try. Okay, I like just got back from the beach. Last night at like 1 a.m. I finished Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe at like 1 a.m. in the morning, and I rated it a 5 out of 5. Honestly, I think that's one of my my favorite books to come out of this year. I really liked it. I thought it was such a cute love story. Like, it was a sort of strangers to friends to lovers love story, mostly friends to lovers, not really the strangers. I don't know why I said strangers, but it was so cute and I love the writing style. I'm definitely gonna read the second book. I heard the second book isn't as good, but I still want to read it for the sake of like the writing style and also these characters. I really liked Ari and Dante, and I just liked the evolution of their relationship and how like the love was obvious, but it wasn't obvious to one of them in a way. Ari was very much in denial for like 3/4 of this book, but you kind of didn't know he was in denial until like near the ending, and I think that's why I liked it so much. I have a feeling a lot of people would think that the relationship near the ending like progressed very quickly, and I thought I would be one of those people, but I actually really liked it. I thought it was so cute, and I liked where it ended, if I'm being honest, because I never like seeing a couple together in a book, like together, if you know what I mean, like they become a couple officially. I never like that, and literally that's where it ended off, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so happy. So I'm not really sure why I want to read the second book. No, I already told you guys why I want to read the second book, but they'll obviously be a couple in that second book, so I'm not sure if I'll like the romance in Aristotle and Dante dive into the waters of the universe or something like that. I think that's what the book is called. I brought it with me, but I'm not sure if I'll read it immediately. I also brought the Sunshine Court with me, so I'm either gonna start one of those, but I'll let you guys know later. And I have to turn this off because this house is very loud. Like, you need to hear everything in this house. It's also Canada Day here. July 1st is Canada Day. I don't know, normally there's like events at the beach. There's like a band that plays there when it's Canada Day. I don't really stay around for that. There's fireworks that play around 11 p.m, but I probably won't go to that because I have to work tomorrow morning, and also I don't know, there's just always so many people there. But I'm gonna turn this off for now, and I'll let you guys know which book I start later. I feel like my hair is not working today. I took off the sleeve because I find hardcover sleeves to be annoying, and also I'm afraid of like wrecking them, so I just normally take them off when I'm reading hardcover books. But I started Aristotle and Dante dive into the waters of the world. Yes, okay, I had to read that backwards in the camera, but I managed. I'm literally only on chapter 8, but I literally just stopped myself to tell you guys that I think they're so cute. We get to see Ari and Dante as a couple in this book. Immediately just started off with those two acting like a couple, and they're actually so adorable. Yeah, I don't know, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I don't know how much I'm gonna update you guys because we're going back home tomorrow, and I don't really like filming in front of other people, especially in the car when we're all clumped together. So I don't know how much I'm gonna update you guys, but I'll update you when we get back to the city tomorrow. Okay, I know I said the last update I made would be the last update before tomorrow, but that's a lie. This one's gonna be the last one before tomorrow, okay? Also, I just really wanted to show you guys the book with the sleeve on it. So I'm on page 141, chapter... Oh, I guess there's really no chapters in this book. I'm on page 141. I don't know, it's a really sweet book, I find, but also kind of sad in a way because Ari and Dante are trying to live in a world where people won't accept their relationship. I don't know, they're just trying to find ways to hang out with each other before school starts again. Yeah, I don't really know. That's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to tell you guys, really. I'm really enjoying the book. I do think the writing feels a bit different. I'm not sure if it's because the book feels bigger, but I'm still enjoying the writing, but it does feel slightly different than the first book for some reason. I can't put my finger on why, but this book is so much bigger than the first one. Like, I think it's like 2 times the size, and I'm not complaining. Honestly, I kind of wish these books were longer in a way. Like, I'm not really paying attention to how far I'm going into the book. I'm more just reading, I guess. It's been a while since I felt like that with a book, actually. They just went on a camping trip, and it was so cute. They're so in love. I always say this when I read like love stories, but I wish I had a love story like this because they're so adorable. And also their parents are like so supportive of their relationship too, because Ari's parents knew before he even knew that he was in love with Dante, and it was just so sweet. I don't know, I think I keep repeating myself, so I'm gonna go continue reading, and I'll see you guys tomorrow probably. We're home. I love all my books so much. When I walked into my room after like 5 days, I'm just like, oh my god, I miss you so much. God, this is what happens when you're a bookworm. Anyways, I'm 75% through this book. I think I'm on like page 390. I'm really liking this book, but I don't know if I'm liking it the same amount as the first book or if I'm liking it a bit less. Like I said before, the writing style feels a bit different, but I think it's because this book just feels so long. But also, no one warned me that this would be so sad. Not that I asked you, any of you guys, to warn me, because this was literally like the most random book to read out of nowhere. I don't know why. I don't see anyone reading these actually, and I find them really enjoyable. Like, this man's writing is so good, but I didn't expect it to be like sad. Like, I know I said it was sad before, but now I mean like crying sad. I was like sobbing throughout like the last, I think it was like 4 chapters or something, and I can't tell you guys why because that's like spoilers. I didn't think it would be sad, but also like I kind of thought it would be sad. I don't know why this writing gives off like very emotional for some reason, but not like sad emotional. I don't really know how to explain it. You guys will have to read it for yourself. I do really like these books. It's just I think I'm gonna have a hard time rating this one when I finish because I really don't know if it's like on the same level as the first book for me or if it's a bit lower. I'll decide later, but I'm just gonna read for now, and I think I may be able to finish it tonight. I just took a shower, so my hair's a mess. We don't don't talk about that, okay? I just finished Aristotle and Dante Dive into the Waters of the World. It's like 1 a.m. right now and I have so much energy for some reason and I have no clue why. I rated this a 5 out of 5. Do I actually think this is a 5-star book? I have no clue. I just rated it because I wanted to rate it a 5 out of 5. Fight me, okay? I got so attached to literally everything. And if this had ended in a different way, I definitely would have rated it lower. I was getting so sad when it came to like the final few chapters, and then it ended where I was happy. And so that's why I rated it a 5 out of 5, because it didn't make me depressed. No, but seriously, this book was so sad. You guys have like no idea. If you want to find out why, read the book, because I genuinely think these are so good. A lot of people had like mixed opinions about this second book, but I really liked it. Personally, the length of this book didn't bother me. I know the writing felt different, but the writing also didn't bother me. Some people might think of this as like a Hallmark ending, maybe. I have no clue. But I personally really liked it, okay? It made me happy. If it didn't make me happy, definitely would have rated it around like a 4-star, which is still pretty high, obviously, but I thought it was gonna end in a completely different way and I wouldn't have been happy if it had ended that way. So this made me happy. 5 out of 5. I'm gonna try to go to sleep because, again, it is 1 a.m. and I'll decide which book I'm reading tomorrow. I really have no clue. I think that's gonna be the final book of this video. Maybe, unless it's really short, then I might read another one, but who knows. But I'll decide tomorrow and I'll let you guys know when I start it. Okay, so I kind of started 2 books without meaning to, I guess. I started this one, I'm like 10% of the way through, and it's the 3rd book in the Market of Monster series by Rebecca Schaeffer. Again, I'm only like 10% through, so I'm not really sure what to think of it so far, but it's carrying off from the 2nd book where Covid is being threatened to be put on a list that will allow people to come willingly murder him. I really don't know how else to explain that without explaining like the 1st and 2nd book, but I'm kind of too lazy to do that right now, so that's all you're getting. The 2nd book I started was like one I started I think around a year ago, and I just never got back to it because it's very slow in my opinion, like more slow than I thought. Like I like that the romance is slow, but also everything around it feels so slow. I don't really know how to explain it. It's She Drives Me Crazy by Kelly Quinlan. The chapters feel super long, but it's because the font is also like ginormous in this book, but it's also just they feel really long. I don't know why. It's really slow. I started off with the book, right? And then I switched to the audiobook because I was walking outside, and even the audiobook feels so slow to me for some reason. It's just like you can't go any faster even when I put you on 2 times speed. Like it's actually kind of crazy. So basically we have our first main character, Scotty, and she's on the girls basketball team, and then we have Irene, who's on the cheerleading team. So Irene wants to go to this sort of expensive cheerleading school, but she doesn't have enough money for it. And then Scotty's a part of the girls basketball team, but the thing is their school thinks that the girls basketball team is a joke because they hardly win any games. Scotty starts dating Irene because Scotty has the money to give Irene to go to that cheerleading school, and then Irene starts dating Scotty because Scotty wants the girls cheerleading team to come to the girls basketball games every now and then to like pump up morale or something for the girls basketball team. I don't know. I don't really know if I like this or not because the girls basketball team is getting better. It's only because the girls cheerleading team is going to their games. Is that really realistic? I have no clue. Not that I judge books based off of like realism, but yeah, I'm like 50% of the way through or something like that. And so they're fake dating, right? This is a fake dating trope, and you guys know I don't really like fake dating, and I'm not really sure this is an exception because again, it's kind of slow. It feels really boring. I think it's just the writing style. Like this feels like the same writing style as Fable. Fable also felt really slow to me even when I was listening to the audiobook at 2 times the speed. And I don't really know how to feel about like their fake dating relationship sort of, because at times, again, it is moving really slowly and then there are just like these bursts of it going really fast paced, and it feels really weird for some reason. It kind of feels, I have no clue how to explain this. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna continue reading When Villains Rise. I'll probably continue She Drives Me Crazy whenever I'm walking or something because I don't think I can read this physical book. I think I might just have to finish this with the audiobook. Like this cover is so pretty, okay? And I want to like this so badly. It's just this writing style is really slowing me down, like literally. Okay, I don't know if I burnt myself out or something. I don't think I did. I finished She Drives Me Crazy by Kelly Quinlan and I rated it a 3 out of 5, mostly because I didn't feel anything when I finished this book. I'm so emotionless. I'm just like, I'm not attached to this couple whatsoever, and I felt like the writing style was also very slow for me. I kept switching in between like the audiobook and the actual book, but every time I picked up the book, I felt like I couldn't get past 2 pages without getting distracted by something else. And also there was a rom-com moment in this book, and I think I've said this before, but I'm not the biggest fan of rom-coms, if I'm being honest. I don't know, yeah, 3 out of 5. It wasn't a bad book. I don't think I definitely recommend it to some other people. It just wasn't for me, I think. It felt like a very corny romance to me. Are all romances corny? I don't think so. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna continue When Villains Rise by Rebecca Schaeffer. I think I might also give myself a bit of a break. I've been rewatching, what's the show called again? Oh my god, Winona Earp or something like that. I've been rewatching that, and I'm like obsessed with Waverly and Nicole. If any of you have watched it, you'll know what I'm talking about, but it's kind of bad, but it's also very entertaining. I seem to like stuff like that for some reason. Things that are so bad that they're entertaining. I'm gonna give myself a bit of a break, and then I'll continue Rebecca Schaeffer's book. Oh my god, guys, today has been such a long day. So for some reason, my dad decided to spontaneously take us to Canmore, which is like a 4-hour drive from where we live. And so we went there today and then came back, right? So it was like sort of 7-8 hour drive. It was the longest road trip of my life. I'm like all sweaty. We literally just got back home. I'm just filming this right now to say I'll probably end the video off here. I think I burnt myself out a bit because I didn't know. Why are they so loud? I didn't know, but I read 11 books last month, and right now it's only July 6th and I've already read 3 books this month. I think I'm burning myself out a bit, so I think I'm gonna give myself like a 2 to 3 day break from reading because oh my god, no, just so many things are happening this week. Like we have to go to 3 different parties or something, like a quinceañera or whatever. I hate formal wear. But I think I'm gonna end the video off here. I never finished When Villains Rise by Rebecca Schaeffer. I might finish it in what part is next? Part 4 or something? I might finish it in part 4. I have no clue, or I might be reading a completely different book, depends on how I feel. Yeah, gonna give myself a bit of a break, and this is gonna be the end of the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!